As the sun rises in the east, a peace-loving omnic travels across Route 66, murdering those that stand in his path. At least that's what you'd like to think, right? Then how come in the Overwatch tournaments that happened recently in over 800 matches, Zenyatta wasn't chosen once? Once. Fucking once. Even after Widowmaker was nerfed. Now, I could go on a rant and say these people just aren't playing him right. If they were to do this some time investment and play him, they'd love him just as much as I do, but that's not true. These are the best players in Overwatch. They understand every mechanic of the game far better than I do, and for damn sure anyone I have immediate contact with, so the problem must be with Zenyatta himself, or rather I say Pinata, because he's getting beaten up so much. So what can we change about the Holy Enchilada to make sure he's actually relevant in the current meta? So he's no longer a 150 HP piece of omnic scrap spewing spiritualist horseshit in between his plethora of mediocre plays and near instant deaths. Let's first take a look at his current abilities and see what his Balls of Fury are doing. His basic attack is that he fucking ninja karate chops spheres at people. Sounds fucking awesome, doesn't it? It also does a decent amount of damage, 45 to be exact regardless of distance. His E ability is his Orb of Discord, which increases the damage done to a hero by 50%, which can make your team absolutely tear through people this is put on. And his left shift ability is his Orb of Harmony, which heals friendly targets for 30 health points per second. The only caveat to both of these abilities is that the target that both are applied to need to be in his line of sight for them to stay active, otherwise they vanish after 3 seconds. His alternate fire charges 5 orbs and fires them either when all 5 are ready or the alternate fire is let go of. This ability is good for taking out stationary targets like that pesky Bastion or the angry Swedish chef. His ultimate is an ability called Transcendence. Transcendence is an ability that makes him invincible for a short period of time that heals all nearby allies for 100 HP per second. Now while this sounds cool, the range in which his allies could actually be healed is relatively small. So that means he has to get up close to where all of his allies are before he pops his ultimate. But most of the time Zenyatta is in the back, so when Blizzard was like, hey, let's design a backlines character with a front lines ultimate, so once it's over he's stuck stranded in the middle of a front lines with no mobility and almost no health to escape, so he has to slowly float his ass back while firing orbs at things that don't kill quick enough, so he has to end up dying the second his ultimate is over. And they were like, okay, let's do it. It sounds great. Fucking great character. Ugh. Now that we've seen his abilities, why isn't he chosen more often? Well, the main reason is that he's not very mobile and he doesn't have much health, which makes him countered by, well, everything. Everything. If someone were to catch Chip Holtalata off guard for even half of a split second, boom shakalaka, Zenyatta's dead. The only thing that Zenyatta's advantage is the fact he could output high damage if someone is good at aiming his Zen balls, especially if they have the Orb of Discord on them, but other than that, he's absolutely awful. So what in the high hell can the great Blizzard gods do to fix this omnic crisis? Well, there have been a few suggestions floating around, one of them being just to increase the amount of health that he has, so he's no longer taken out so easily. At least make his health on par with Mercy and Lucio with 200, both of which, mind you, have better mobility than Zenyatta as well. Another suggestion is to allow his alternate fire to give him a shield kind of with the spinning balls protecting him and shit, while his orbs are charging up, allowing him not only to protect himself from encroaching enemies, but also allowing him to take out moving targets a little easier with his alternate fire. Here's some suggestions from Reddit user The Laughing Fox that I completely agree with. Change number 1. Attacks made by Zenyatta against a target with an Orb of Discord on them heal for 10. The reason I like this suggestion so much is because it allows Zenyatta to recover some of his lost health a lot easier, especially since he has so little of it. It might actually make Zenyatta a formidable foe for once in his life. Change number 2. Replace his ultimate fire with mobility ability, like a quick dash on a 5-second cooldown, or perhaps converting his remaining ammo in the clip for a frontal shield for himself. The reason that I like this suggestion is because it allows Zenyatta to have some of the mobility he's currently lacking. Lucio and Mercy both have their own kind of dash abilities, Lucio with his amp up thing, where he can increase the speed of which he moves, and Mercy with her Wings of Justice, which allow her to fly to a nearby ally that needs healing. It really can make up for a lot of the lost mobility that Zenyatta has. Change 3. When Zenyatta has both an Orb of Discord and an Orb of Harmony out on targets, he enters a balanced state. This state reduces all damage Zenyatta takes by 20%. The reason I think this idea is absolutely phenomenal is due to the fact that it allows you to mitigate some of Zenyatta's horrifyingly bad health. The fact that he has like 0 health and you gotta somehow fight against that blows. And this tactic fixes it. I didn't script this part, can you tell? Anyway, say overall Zenyatta is a super cool hero idea, and I really hope Blizzard fixes him and makes him useful in the current meta, because at the moment, there's absolutely room for improvement. Though he still is my favorite hero, I really hope that Blizzard will take the suggestions that the community has offered. A lot of them are really good ideas, at least in my opinion, and can help balance out the game a little bit, and make one of the 21 heroes actually useful. Anyway, if you guys agree with this, go ahead and throw a like. If you hate it and you hate me and you hate everything about this, go ahead and drop a dislike. I deserve it, I guess. And if you have any ideas for ways we can fix Zenyatta, go ahead and post in the comments. I'm gonna reply to everything. It's gonna be great. Let's go. Anyway, have a good day.
Play of the game.